We're going to be declicking Nikon 105-2.5 AIS. This is Nikon's one of their best portrait manual focus lenses, and so it's worth doing for videography. So declicking is going to be taken. You can see the click, 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 click. That's going to be removed, so you can do videography without camera shakes. Going to be very smooth. So I'll show you how to do that. We're going to be using felt. So one of the first things you're going to be doing is you're going to tap these screws, because especially the older lenses than this, they have glue, and you need to just tap them just a little bit just to break that glue. And then pressing down so you make sure you're not going to be stripping the screws. So we're going to be using felt because it's very clean, it's very dry, and well, the major camera companies use it. You can see even the hood, it's felt in there. It's just very smooth and clean. And so we're going to be using that. That's this here. It's like $3 a sheet or something, or $2 a sheet or something. It's very cheap. And just pull this ring out. And then opposite of this, on the back side, right there and there, there's two little screws, little black guys. You gotta get those out too. Again, pressing in so you're not going to strip the screws. So some people are using grease to, they put grease in here to damper it, and it's a terrible idea, because it gets hot in the sun and will melt, and then what happens is the grease will actually come out of the ring into your mirror box and your camera body, and when the mirror flips and the shutter's going, you'll actually spray grease in there, and I've seen a sensor that's completely plastered in grease from that. It's too bad. It's kind of funny, but so now we got those two screws removed. Just gonna pull this off, set that aside, and that's your clicker. That's what's making it go click, 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 click. That's going up against here. You can see the notches, nachos, and so you're going to be taking that off. There's two little straight slot screws. Just take those off, and yeah, and other guys are using Teflon. They're wrapping Teflon, which looks okay, but seem finicky. I don't know. I just want a nice permanent job. This you can. I'm also going to show you. You can take this off after by using felt, and keep this, because you can re-click your lens if you do want to put it back. You know, it's not full of grease or something where you can't fix it again. You have to get all that grease out. So keep this, and if you want, you can actually take the felt out after and put it back how it was. So this doesn't even damage the lens. So now that'll be de-clicked. So, and then we're going to take our felt, and what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around the lens just to get a measurement. You're not going to want to cover this and this. Make sure that that's not covered. And we're going to do a very thin strip. It's going to be as thin as this, same width as this, and it's going to go on this rail right here. You'll see what I'm talking about when you look. And it's got to be that wide. It can't be any wider. Well, there's no point of it being wider because it won't be touching it. So I'm just going to wrap this from there. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just kind of a guesstimation, you know. It wraps around. Let's go to right here. So I just scratch it with my thumb so I can see where it's going to. Take my ruler. Where's my mark? There. Cut it. And so again, very thin. And there it is. So we can put this aside. You're going to want to cut a little bit extra, not on this piece, but another one. These are just scraps from other lenses, but we'll use them. So you can see I'm going to use this as well. So you want a little tag as well, a little bit longer. Then you're going to take your double-sided adhesive and measure. Go to yeah, the 105 is just, if you haven't read a review on the 105.5, look into it. It's just an absolutely incredible camera, or incredible lens. So there's our sticky. That's going to be our backing. And we can put that away. Now I've gone done it. So, and then we're going to lay that on the back side. There is self-adhesive felt, but I like to have a little more control over it. There you go. So now you're gonna, where this was, you gotta line it up exactly where that was. And so you can see it was right there's the two holes. So it's just feathered just above the silver ring. And we're gonna lay it on, wrap it around. Ooh, look at that. And then I'm going to nip it here because I want it a little long. So there you go. That's the felt. Now let's do a little run here. I might want to, and why I said cut an extra one, because sometimes I like it a little more tension. But we'll see. Where is it? Actually, I like that right there. Could use another one, so all you do is take another little piece and you'd actually layer it on top. I don't think I'm going to. I think I like that. Okay, so next part, putting it back together. Now you can see this came out. This is this moves your aperture, and there's a lever. I got it lined up now, but there's a lever in there. You just want to make sure it's in, because then you can see. You can see it's opening and closing that. So now that's where the two screws went into from here. So you're gonna mount that on the back. Should just snap down. This is the trickiest part about the whole project, is you get these little black screws. You gotta shake it down now, and then line up those screws. And it's not, it's finicky, but it's not. I don't know. It works pretty well every time. So you just put your screw in halfway, shake it down, and start screwing. It'll eventually catch sometimes. Here, let's just. You can take a screwdriver and just lift it up. I think that's got it there. Yeah. and it just grabs it. Do the same with the other one. Tighten them, but don't strip them. Let's see. Look at that, eh? That is smooth. I like it. That's cool. So yeah. Then all you do is this thing here. That's what your body hits that, right? To open and close the aperture. That's gonna. There's a silver shaft here that comes up, or a doweling or whatever, and that's what opens and closes it there. So that's going to be on the left side. This is going to be on the left side of that. So the doweling is on the right, and just simply drop that back into place, whatever you want to say, and put the screws back in. We're not going to tighten the screws all the way. Just put them in a bit. And check everything over, right? Looks good. Look at that. Look how smooth that is. It's like glass. And then when it's confirmed, yeah, it's good to go, then tighten them down, pressing down, make sure it's tight. Quick clean. I'll clean it better later. Look at that. So there you go. That's how you convert to De-Click